Hey guys, welcome back to Unstockable Trading. In this video, we need to rethink our stance on the SPX. GDP today, some websites says 2.2 versus 2.4, but then I think it was adjusted to 2.2 versus 2.2. We're taking a look at NVDA, which I added some I think first week of May 185 calls. I'll be looking at Netflix. We'll be looking at the requested UNH, Microsoft, and looking at Amazon and talk really briefly on what's going on the bond market. So let's get started on SPX. Today on the SPX, we had a gap up in the morning, and then we went to retest the 2800, which when they held, I told my group, hey guys, go long. I sold some of my positions, my long positions at the end of the day because I don't want to swing traders. I also added some 5 SPY puts at the end of the day, only because I saw those lower highs forming on the daily, and on the 15 minutes I also see on the 15 minutes, I also see lower highs being forming but higher lows as the day progresses. So it could be a mistake since the futures right now, which is up about $6. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Most of the actions happen inside the future overnight. So in the morning is whether flat or down like a point or two. So if you know what happened today with the Federal Reserve, they talked today. I think 3 of them back to back speaking. They sound very dovish, and they might cut down some interest rates in this year. That's pretty dovish. Let's take a look at what's gonna happen on the SPX for tomorrow. In my opinion, since we held, look at this, we cannot, every time we go below, we just bounce right back up. So this wick, lower wick here, is really concerning. So this market does not want to go low. So I'm going to say we are not going to go lower. So for tomorrow, what I am looking at is we're going to see the retest of the 28, 22, around this range right here. This is what I'll be looking at tomorrow. Am I going to see a potential go up and then fade? Perhaps. And then the next support you have to look at is the 2011 and then the 2800. This is what being played tomorrow. I don't think we'll go to 2775. The lowest we went to was 2785, and that was it. The next one I'll be looking at is NVDA, which I have some positions today when NVDA went to red during the intraday. As I was talking about, NVIDIA held this channel, and then if you watched my video yesterday, I said once NVIDIA bounced off the 175-ish zone, that's when you get in. So I got in. I'm currently holding 5 May contracts. I will plan to add more when I see a even more strong confirmation to the upside. I do believe NVIDIA is going to go back to 192 eventually to fill this gap at 200 level-ish. Next one we'll be looking at is Netflix. Netflix is showing some sign of weakness, but is bouncing off the $348 level. Today we form a indecision candle. In my opinion, I think if tomorrow we're gonna retest this, the low is probably gonna break to the downside. But again, if the market is very bullish, this will come back up to 360 level, which is the previous resistance. So you have to see how we react tomorrow around the 348, 350, since today printed again indecision candle. But if you're bullish on the market, then Netflix probably gonna go back to 360. The next one I'll be looking at is United Health. Based on this one, looking at this, we have like this kind of movements up and down, up and down. Again, those wicks are a sign of the bears are not doing anything. The bears cannot push this down even lower. So based on the 1 day, 1 year, I think we found a bottom at 237, 238. I think it's time for this to bounce to the upside. How much bounce, if you ask me? I'll be targeting the point right here at 246. 246 is my next resistance at the this level right here, because we have one right here, one right here, one right here, and then this one gap right here. Those will be the target I'm looking at. The next one I'll be looking at is Microsoft. This market is unshortable. Microsoft, once again, we came below this support and then we close within. So this is the same thing like from other stocks. We are going to go higher because we try to break down, we can't. So I think Microsoft gonna retest the 119 or eventually 120 level tomorrow. The 119, I'll be looking at this level right here tomorrow at 117, and then eventually looking at the 118. So I think Microsoft will go back up. Next one we're going to look at, it's Amazon. Amazon shows sign of weakness today, but it wasn't as much since we bounced off again. Look at this, we bounced up again on this line I was predicting. So I think we are going to go higher tomorrow to 1780, 1782. Again, the risk and reward. We're looking at the top of 1826, but we have to know we have a very strong resistance at 1800. So we're looking at a 27 points move to upside to 1800. Tomorrow most likely, and we're looking at the downside towards 1746. Again, 30 points down, 30 points up, 50-50, your pick if you think market is gonna be bullish the whole day tomorrow. We have to look at what happened to the bond market today. Wasn't a sell-off, was just we're down like 0.04 tick. So on the bond market, I'm going to have a neutral stance on this. I don't know what's gonna happen because we bounced off the 2800 level, and I think it would be nice to go long. So looking at the VIX, yeah, I think VIX will go back to 1348. Even though the VIX bounced off the 10 days moving average, it looks like we are going to have like some sort of action to the downside, and then bounce back up and bounce back down. I'm looking at this tomorrow. Let's look at the SPX in conclusion. So the target of this by Friday was 27.75, around this range, but I guess it probably not going to hit since we have so many lower wick here showing a sign of strength. The bulls are still in control of this market. And then by the 1 day and 15 minutes, let's look at the 3 days, 15 minutes. We are forming, again, we double top here, we came down, we form a lower high, but then, lower, higher low, and then we forming higher high, and then previously lower low, and now in the 15 minutes, we're forming a higher trend. You see, I see this, we're going higher and higher in the past 2 days. So I think we'll eventually go back to 2830 tomorrow. That's my outlook. Tomorrow, 2830. It is unshortable. I wouldn't bet against Trump or the Fed. So eventually we'll see 2850, 2858, 2860, and then be targeting the all-time highs after Q1 2019 earnings. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.